Okay, Dave's 25 Questions with Friends, Part 1. I look forward to Part 2 as well. These questions are very interesting. Anyhow, on with it. Yeah, as you guys can see behind me, everything's starting to look real nice around here because done a little spring cleaning, but that's for the vlog later. 1. If you could travel back in time to any point in your life, what would it be and why? For me, it would probably be the last time I spoke with my friend Ainsley on the phone, because I would have thought of something better to say if I knew that he was going to pass away. But I guess you don't know that in life. 2. What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't had the courage to do yet? Nothing comes to mind yet, but there's something I wanted to do when I was younger that I just can't do, both financially and because I'm bloody scared. Take the cable car ride across the falls in Niagara Falls. I'd be afraid of being above water like that. Still am in a lot of ways. Took me a lot of guts just to conquer the sky wheel. 3. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, living or dead, who would they be and why? Well, like you said, Dave, just bloody because. But if I had to pick 3, Jackie Gleason, John Candy, and I'd say Steve Smith. I've always liked those guys. They're very good comedians. 4. What's a lesson you learned the hard way that you're grateful for now? How to be able to take better care of your finances. When I was a kid, I had this thing I wanted to save for, but I didn't have enough money in the end, and my mom didn't let me buy it. But that gave me an important building block in how to stretch a dollar. 5. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and how would you change it? I honestly can't answer that, Dave, because I don't know what to change about this world. It's so different than the one I grew up in. 6. What's a belief or option you held strongly in the past but have since changed? Nothing. All my beliefs still stand. 7. What's something you're passionate about that most people don't know about? Passionate about. I've always had a passion for the arts, like music and entertainment, but some people don't know that about me. And also, here's another tidbit. Some people don't know that I'm a walking encyclopedia of musical knowledge. Sometimes they'll ask me something about a song and I'll just tell them who it is, and I'm that good. 8. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Tomorrow's never promised. 9. What's your idea of a perfect day? Well, today pretty much just doing a little bit of work and spend the most of the day relaxing. 10. What's a book or movie that has had a profound impact on you? There's this book I read when I was, actually it was released a few years ago, but it really brought home a whole lot of sense about the commitment of a father figure, and it's, well, first of all, I'll tell you the book. It's on hockey and healing, family hockey and healing by Walter Gretzky. And he tells this entire story about seeing Wayne's career from the start and being Canada's favorite hockey dad. And it just shows you the world of hockey from a father's perspective, which a neat angle to look at it. So yeah, you guys should look at it if you had never read it. As for movie, I'd have to say the one that had a profound impact on me was The Perfect Storm back in 2000. Yeah. It was sort of a forecaster of things to come, I guess, or a shadow of things to come. Because, natural disasters happen all the time nowadays. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why? I wouldn't want to switch lives with anybody. I like my life the way it is. 12. What's a dream you've always had but never pursued? I've always wanted to fix up computers and get paid for it as a job, but I've never pursued that. Mind you, I've done work for people like for free and that for like freelance, but I've never gotten paid for it. I've always wanted to build computers too, but I've never done that. I know enough about installation and programming and putting computers together and everything, but I've just never really done it. You have to have a lot of smarts to know that. Where was I? What's the best piece of advice you've ever received? Number 13. The best piece of advice I ever received was from my grandfather. He said that he actually quoted something that John Wayne said once: "Courage is being scared to death but saddling up anyway." Yeah, as you can tell, I got my love of John Wayne from my grandfather. 14. What's the most courageous thing you've ever done? I jumped into a river to save a friend of mine, and thankfully we both survived. This was when I was younger, because we were fishing at the time. 15. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and how would you use it? I don't think I'd want a superpower, to be honest with you, because those can be both a curse as well as a blessing. Take Spider-Man, for example. 16. What's your happiest childhood memory? My happiest childhood memory was my 13th birthday party, I think, because that was the year my whole family came together to surprise me. Yeah, because I was just entering the teens, and my grandparents chipped in and got me a Nintendo Entertainment System, or Super Nintendo, which was the big thing back in the day. Well, at that point, anyway. 17. If you could learn any new skill instantly, what would it be? Budgeting. Yeah, I learned some things from my mom, but stretching $1 is nearly impossible these days, if you know what I mean. 18. What's something you currently struggle with? Well, again, budgeting, and I also struggle with weight too, but I've done that all my life. 19. A goal you've set for yourself recently. A goal I've set for myself: to try and lose a decent amount of weight before I turn 45 this year. 20. If you could keep only 5 possessions, what would they be? My computer, my hard drive, a change of clothes, a pair of pajamas, and my cell phone. 21. What's a place you've always wanted to visit and why? New York City. I've always wanted to see what the land of opportunity is all about. Probably wouldn't go nowadays, though. 22. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? Spontaneous, I think, means instant, like just spur of the moment. I think the most spur of the moment thing I did was when we were in Niagara Falls in January. I asked my parents if we could try doing the sky wheel, just so we could conquer our fear of heights. Me and my mom. Sure enough, we did it. 23. What's something that always makes you laugh no matter what? 2 words: John Candy. Anything he's in turns to gold, pretty much. 24. If you could have dinner with your future self, what would you ask? What were you thinking? And 25th and last, what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Adventurous thing. When adventurous. I don't think mini golf counts as adventurous, but maybe, because the hole was an adventurous one. It was a themed adventure. I was at the Pergola Drive-In in Guelph, and I got a hole-in-one on a par 4 mini golf hole. And the theme was, it was a Indiana Jones-esque kind of theme. I can't remember what, but yeah, it was extremely difficult, let me tell you that. So there's your 25 questions answered, Dave, and I look forward to the next one. Later.